Opponent last seen 3 days ago on Rakdos Burn. What the heck is Rakdos Burn, I ask? And I don't know. It's an actual Rakdos Burn. My hand is a turn 4 kill but gains 3 life. 4 life. And it's pretty easy to improve, so. Pretty easy to improve. Although, would be better on the play. Who up bumping in the night? No, dobre pytanie, byku. Very good question. Seems like El Guri is. 3 cards left in hand, I go down to 12. This is dangerous. I'm feeling slightly stressed. Lava Spike. Bolt Wave. I'm at 3 life. And I drew nothing. So I can gain 4 with Spelunking, but if they have 2 spells, I die. If they have 1 spell, I don't die. It's not a given they'll have 2 spells for 1 mana. Right, they do play some 2 mana ones. Searing Blaze, Skullcrag, Rift Bolt don't work. Alternatively, so I guess I just copy Amulet, put Spelunky into play. Any benefit to not copying Amulet? So I have 1, 2, I have 4 mana. But there's no way to weave Spelunking into play to have more lands, and because it just costs mana, so I think copying is just mono upside. I'll play the Vestige, as long as I don't draw a Mr. Beast specifically. With my Spelunking, so if I draw Titan, I'm good. If I draw Analyst, I should be good. If I draw Pact, I should be good. If I draw Saga, I simply put Urza's Cave and gain 4, and that's all I can do. I bounce land Scapeshift to look for 0 land. Goblin Guide, alright. Do you have a free damage card? It cannot be Skewer the Critics. Okay, I guess we live. Critics, skewer it. Actually living. This is incredible. Why is there an Analyst but not an Oralist? This is well put. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So I can put this into play. Untapped? No. Aftermath Oralist would be pretty funny. And I'll spend my colorless mana on Cave to get another Crumbling Vestige, so then I Scapeshift with 3 lands, and then it's all good. Is that correct? Seems correct to me. Chad, I love Crumbling Vestige, it's so good. Generally speaking. So now I get to 4 mana and I Scapeshift. We go Scapeshift. Basically. How many Vestiges? I have 4. I've been running 4 for quite some time now. The actual mystery to you is why Spelunking doesn't stop Amulet of Vigor. It's actually pretty simple. It's because This is a replacement effect of how the lands enter the battlefield. Tolaria West enters tapped is also a replacement effect, so there are two replacement effects applied to Tolaria West as it enters. Since there are two of those, you just choose which one to apply. You get to make the decision. Why does it stop Titan? If, let's say, I put Urza's Saga into play with Spelunking in play, there's just one replacement effect. It says the land enters the battlefield untapped. Primeval Titan is not a replacement effect. It has a line of text that just says that you search for two lands and put them from your library onto the battlefield tapped. Which is why when you search for a Simic growth chamber with Titan, you end up just putting lands into play tapped. But now the lands have a replacement effect that just puts them into play untapped. And now if the land already has an ability itself, a replacement effect that modifies how tapped it enters, you still get to choose which one to apply. In this spot, I think I actually should search for Mr. Beast, given that Woodland is in my hand, right? I think Mr. Beast is actually the correct choice, because if I Analyst and I mill over my second pact, I would die. I think it's pretty impossible to fizzle from Mr. Beast here. Top 5 spells. Well, you're not fizzling, I guess. I put the Woodland into play, so I guess it's all good. So we are unleashing beast games onto my opponent, I guess. Welcome to Beast Games. $1,000 million. Komora maszyny losującej jest pusta, następuje zwolnienie blokady. Hi Kikobla, thank you very much for the sub and welcome to the Kenny stream. And thank you for the sub, I guess. I said that already. Enjoy. I mill over my second pact. is enough damage. 22, yes. Mr. Beast once again. Actually speeding up the clock of the deck instead of slowing it down. Like he did in the past. Against Baron, I think we don't sideboard. Harsh Mentor, Magebane Lizard, Drain of Gore, Rakdos Charm, Smash the Smithereens, Exquisite Firecraft. Seems like we just resubmit. Completely suffering to Grixis control at locals. Is it just a miserable matchup that I shouldn't make too many adjustments for? One cavern in the sideboard currently, but have not taken a single game yet against him. Blue control decks are a tough matchup for Amulet, and I don't know what exactly Grixis control conveys. Is it just maybe a Grixis frog deck or something along those lines? But they are pretty hard to attack and hard to tackle. I have found the best success against various frog decks just playing 3 or 4 4S, GSZ, 6 and Tireless Tracker, and then try to remove all that skewed against them, which you don't have much. Which that plan can get there sometimes, but it hardly gives you 50% win rate. Above 50% win rate is probably doesn't really make you a favored person anyways. Did I ever try an Entuko version? I would need to play 4 Dryad and 4 Grazer to play an Entuko. I don't really want to play this many. I know Dryad plus Valakut. Many folks asked me if I would cut Dryad in paper, and I finally am trying it and seeing if it's reasonable. On Magic Online, and it is actually. I just find Dryad and Valakut to be bad cards in my opening hand very often, and Amulet certainly a deck that has enough of those already. Amulet has enough, but opening hand draws already between all the Hanweir Battlements, Mirrorpools, and similar. Vesuva, Echoing Deeps. Should get Mr. Beast to alleviate boredom. Let's go then. After 10 minutes I should resolve a 4 Amulet Mr. Beast stack in time, but they don't stop coming. Alright, they stopped coming. So that's a big stack. It's gonna take a while to put it all there. Let's time it. I think I started at 9:45 or something. Maybe I started resolving Mr. Beast at 10:00. I'm clicking as fast as I can, so let's see how long does it take to Mr. Beast any percent. Is it any percent or 100%? I guess 100%. It's the same, right? Mr. Beast any percent would be, I guess, to not put any lands into play because you have that option. So this is Mr. Beast 100% run. So yeah, it like does. This is like, it's crazy to me that Spike calls this a miserable experience for the opponent. It makes no sense. This is just so cool, right? Doesn't add up. First time I ever opened the stream and the song playing wasn't awful. Thank you for sharing. The stream, so like this specific one. Maybe, you know, ever wondered if it's maybe you who just doesn't like songs all that much? Maybe it's not a stream, huh? It's like Guacamole cleaning the land stand tab, yeah. Many have made such comparison because it is very apt. Oren did have 2-minute playtime in his first match of the challenge, that's true. That is kind of true, I guess. 2 minutes of playtime is all they got. I guess you're paying for entering the challenge, like there's no guarantee on the amount of playtime you get. Nobody promised you any more than that. Five amulets. Alright, we can Otawara Mr. Beast and replay him, but I am actually afraid of timing out a tiny bit. I do find that prospect slightly scary. Oi, 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 Mr. Beast. I do not have Spelunking, so it is actually horrible to resolve. Make red. Haste. Make red. Play land. Canister wins the match. Wow, it's turn 3 and streamer almost died to burn. Yeah, almost died to burn game 1, chat. I was literally saved by 4 life from spelunking, and it's full to the fullest extent I could have been, as I gained 4 and then my opponent brought me down to 1. Alberto XD tends to play blue decks, which is not good for me, but let's go. Actually, last time Alberto XD has been seen playing white black with 4 stock ups, so, and Psychic Frog. Interesting. Hemrakul the Promised End, wow. That's a heavy hitter, if I've ever seen one. List from Sokos. Really. Crazy list, Sokos. Land. Awesome. I saw Emperor of Bones. Arid Mesa, that seems like a regular white-black list. Seems like a win. Going deep's a pretty good draw in this spot. So I guess once again my turn 2 was Shifting Woodland, Hanweir Battlements, Explore and put a Saga into play, and then I just untap, play Spelunking and insta-win. Crazy shit. I have 5 card types, yeah, so we just have everything. Pięć, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I activate Aftermath Analyst. And I guess playing around Solitude is a little bit annoying, but you love analyzing things, yeah. It's just so good sometimes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opponent played more than a full minute in this game, lucky them, yeah. Chad, if you keep going at it, I will start believing into Spike's propaganda. Overlord of the Mist Moors. This is funny that they play Overlord of the Mist Moors in this deck. Chad, opponent is the one here with 3 interaction spells. I'm not at fault here, right? Ah, 8, 9, 10. Kurde, no co jest z tym lagiem? Aj. Choose a land in the graveyard, clicks the battlefield. I agree with you. It is sort of unintuitive. Yet, it's kind of intuitive if you remember that they all enter at the same time, that they kind of have to enter at the same time for that to work. Because in order to enter, you have to apply the replacement effect. So it's entering from the graveyard, so you just choose before it actually enters. It just visually is in play. But that's kind of a mistake, maybe. Or like a visual shortcut of Magic Online. If you just think, alright, like 2 actually make it so that it enters the battlefield as a copy of a card in my graveyard, so it cannot have entered the battlefield yet, right? If it did, then you understand everything perfectly, including replacement effects. That's really good for you. Also, Blink 1818, thank you very much for the sub. Ale zamulacz. Two Solitudes, chat, 2 free spells. I hope you enjoy the content, Blink. That besides learning, you also are taking away lots of joy. First of all, it would be funny. I guess it would, yeah. $11 minutes. How do you combo so fast? Was it so fast? I took 11 minutes to do so. It did lag a little bit, but I'm just very used to what I need to do, and I know that to play around Sawtooth, I just I do it this way. Make a lot of mana, play Mr. Beast, copy it with a Otawara in my hand. Paper those 45 seconds, yeah, true. So Dryad Valakut probably would cut, well, a few minutes off of that, so it's a solid reason to, pretty convincing reason to play Dryad online, at least. Like, it might still be time consuming to combo against their deck. Let's board in Safekeeper. I did that yesterday and it looked pretty good, honestly. Scapeshift is probably a bit worse postport against the Aven. So is GSZ. Thoughts on Rumble versus Explore? Rumble doesn't work well with Scapeshift. I prioritize Scapeshift over anything else, really. Why no Elesh Mom? I played a little bit with Elesh and I just found her to be not too necessary. 2 forests in opening hand, kinda stinky, but I just found the white-black matchup to be favorable enough, and they're not even all that popular. Do I actually dislike anime now? Sort of, I just don't watch it. Do they play Sacred Foundry for a reason, or is it just for a third color for ending? Is Elesh good in the mirror? Probably. Still a 5 mana card, so it's mostly so that if you play a 5 mana card in the mirror, you'll win. Or the 5 mana card is Track Task, alright. Well, I guess Titan is 6, so 5 is actually cheaper than that. Do I even play a card this turn? I can play 2 cards next turn. They are forced to skip the turn, holding the oven once again. That's kind of bad for them. If my opponent plays a Philia, that's a horrible punishment for my lack of play, though. Alright, good. Also, their Overlord ticks down, so... Oh, maybe that's not ideal. What are the 5 mana cards GSZ for Oracle of Muliduli? Oh, kurwa. Dobra, let's go Trackerek. Prompt my opponent to act or not. Just gonna play Tracker 6, maybe. Maybe I don't want to play both. I probably don't. Could play the Crumbling Vestige and crack the clue instantly, but Philia. So now you do have Philia. That's unlucky. They didn't have the Philia last turn. Guess I'll block Philia with the tracker. Probably. Will I? Probably not, actually. Let me think. Probably yes. No use. They just get it back if they want to. They get back Ophelia for now. GSZ for Oracle of Mulduli also probably doesn't win. So I guess Elesh is a bit cheaper than Titan, a bit more expensive than Spelunking. She's probably pretty okay in the mirror. Mirror is not a high priority for me, though, for sure. Oh, what's happening? This game is a little bit horrible. They have 2 interrupters. Gee, I wonder why I do better when not streaming. I think my opponent just had to draw the failure. They didn't play it like... They probably had a... They just had it, right? Oh, distracting sounds. I see, yeah. I see. This game looks a bit challenging. So I'll crack a clue for Tireless Tracker. Vesuva. Spelunk. Sure. Okay. Exile target spell. It becomes plotted. Sure does. Sure does, buddy. Drawing all 3 forests and getting my land destroyed by White Orchid Phantom was truly a shame. Fucker Wisp. Sure. Tireless Tracker shining this game, huh? What are you even blinking? A clue? What an odd choice. I'm not blocking, I'll just take it and try to win next turn. Doesn't seem trivial, but... Get Witch Enchanter and kill my Amulet. Just have to beat Interrupter. No, so zagram to Spelunking and hope for the best. But I don't know what's the best, I guess I have no hope. Okay. You know what? They had 3 different interrupters this game. Just can't afford to have Zenith in my deck. I'll just draw 6 and Safekeeper. Guess Pact is pretty bad against that too, as well. I do need Pact to Scapeshift. Scapeshift is pretty cheap to play into Interrupter, actually. Deep. 2/2. 2/2. Sacred Fondue into Relique. Okay, alright. I summon Hanweir Battlements. I summon which meadow? Which meadow is which? People just hacking love this phantom so much. I lost my Battlements, so I guess no more hasting this game, but I shouldn't be much of an issue. Gain 4. offset my dismember. Cave Bog. Yeah, I do play Cave. Do I care? A weird move. Do they have an extra one? I just don't care. In fact, I will care if they cast another one. I think it kind of implies another one. We have a relic, but we can Mr. Beast. We'll get bounce, bounce, bounce. And we get one extra. Is it gonna be just T-West, right? Nice summon Mr. Beast. A 7 mana 1/1. I have 5 bounces in hand, so that should be. This was a spot where Mr. Beast was actually pretty great. And I guess I can't haste anything, so I can't deal damage to them right now, but be good enough. You Otawara Mr. Beast and go again. I could, but then there is a danger of Solitude, maybe. But I guess that we can. Actually, probably we should. Let me do it this way. Play more amulets. Play bounce landos. I packed Titan. Get Lotus Field, Mirrorpool. Get 2 untaps on both. Add a Mirrorpool mana, untap, sacrifice 2 Vestiges. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 na 2, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, no Solitude. If Solitude, I could bounce the Mr. Beast, but there's no need. Okay. Could produce a shit ton more mana, but doesn't matter, right? So don't want to bother. Can probably just play through that relic as well at this point. I can play through it fully, as in it's no longer a problem for my analyst. Can go to Yemen. Uh-huh. Swamp time. Kill your relic. Copy analyst. Okay, relic defeated. I think I'm good enough to pass now. I have 3 minutes, so like if my opponent play Wrath of God, honestly, I would suck and I could lose to that. Well, I would just bounce my Cultivator and Titan. But hopefully they don't play Wrath of God. Had I had Valakut plus Dryad, provided I wouldn't have milled over any of those, I could have killed this turn and I would have just killed my opponent much faster as well, because I would naturally just assemble that. So I guess it's convenient, just unnecessary. No dobra, masz mi zabić ląda. Jak tak bardzo chcesz. Pop on Rocks has been stuck in your head for weeks. Thank you, I guess. Enjoy Pop on Rocks. Alright, opponent. You can do it. White, white, black. Ketchamos, New Dawn. Zajebisty play. Really impressive. Canister wins the match, how curious. Ale MTG. Alright, I have 2 amulets, explore, I should keep probably. I have 2 redraws. This can be a growth chamber. So it might be, maybe it's just gonna be a turn 4 kill. Pretty hard to improve to turn 3, but it's not impossible. If I just get lucky. If I just draw growth chamber and Titan, I guess it's a turn 2. Scapeshift is interesting, for sure. Might just be a turn 3 kill now with any land. No, zimny somerek gruszkowy do gruszenia. To jest życie. The issue is that they milled a grinding station, so I just might die next turn. They just need a breach. And that's so easy to find. Not much I can do against that, I guess. If they kill me, I die. I can enjoy bounce land if I crack this. Explore now. No bounce land. Please don't kill me. Play bubble. Well, that's a good sign, isn't it? Tamiyo. Okay. Phew. Scapeshift gives a win next turn. Yeah, I don't need to draw anything. If I play Urza Scape for bounce land, that's good enough for Scapeshift to win. So I don't need to draw anything, and US helps really, kinda. With free lands, yeah, 2 amulets, free lands works. You can even play around Spell Pierce. Dice to consign, game 1. Spell Snare, I guess. I think Breach is tier 0, it probably is, yeah. Will I play Breach in Utrecht? I will not. Hi. Can play around Spell Snare. Is Utrecht War going? Will I play in Utrecht? Yeah, I will. Didn't tap my Simic Chamber, which is a tiny bit better against Swan Song, into top deck Breach. Or something like that. And I have enough mana, right? So. Well, I'm thinking about Spell Snare. Like, Analyst just wins here because of Urza's Cave. Just thinking about the chance of Spell Snare. Which some people play in their main deck. But it seemed like they were F6'd. And it's not very common, like... I guess one spell snare in 56% of decks, that's like... 3 Titans don't win, but you can't lose. Well, 3 Titans do win, right? Oh, if they counter Analyst, I just have Woodland in play. Yeah. Of course. Stupid me. We will have Delirium. We will add instant and creature. So spell snare doesn't even work. Top, no. 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 Well, if I get 2 bounce lands in Woodland, and the Woodland, where does it end up? In my hand. Just leave it on board. Oh, I see. Well, but then I might just do it like this, and then I have a Lotus Field as well to actually loop. It's the same. I mean, Lotus Field is better than 2 bounce lands in this spot, so. But yeah, we even beat Spell Snare, which is convenient. We have managed to find a way. Now we just click. Another turn 3 win. Chill out, Spike. It's good, it's good, it's okay. Titan is a fair deck, doing fair things on the level of the fair MTG format modern. There is no reason to stress. Point already had their turn 3, they had a chance to turn 3 kill me, they just didn't, so... What is stronger, Ketramos or winning on turn 3? Many wonder. Many viewers ask me. Yeah, chat, make some noise. Post some emotes in the chat. Song is over, I guess. Now we are depressed. W głowie mam koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia. How am I at 63 cards in this matchup again? What went wrong? I guess adding Sylvan Safekeeper happened. Wild one Scapeshift. Cat Titan, honestly. Maybe. Probably not though, but maybe. It's a strat that is not explored often enough. What's the reason for the Sylvan Safekeeper? It protects Collector Ouphe. So it's a 2-card combo. You sacrifice your lands to protect Collector Ouphe, they can win. What's the reason for 6? It's to have a mid-cost thing with GSZ to grab. If you don't need Ouphe anymore, or if you have Ouphe already, but you would want to do something this game and not just sit there. Double Ouphe combo not good enough. Sometimes they just beat double Ouphe. Pożyczki, bo przycinam jak nożyczki. Killer switch, that is true, but there will be too many cards at that point. Can pact for Sylvan Safekeeper. Certainly that's gonna be a good idea. Mitek. They kept their cards. Flame of Honor incoming. Into plus Tamio. Next turn be ready to pick up Flame of Honor again. That actually sucks if that happens. Urza Saga. Holy shit. Yeah, the attack of the might. I guess I can bog the Flame of Honor. But then the Saga. Lots of problems here, this game. Ball cheek. Wow. Double Ouphe and opponent didn't care at all. Nice Sylvan Safekeeper nerd. Honestly, I guess you're right. What a rough game. Turn 4 and opponent is not that Spike Glide. This is so true. Point -6. But they also played Breach, so. Do they even need station at this point? Not really, right? You don't. I think they played Breeding Pool tapped. Did they? Or was it untapped? They just, even without station, they just win. Right, 18 cards, Rumble, 4 times, Oracle. Crazy. One song post board makes sense, I guess. Bolt Heat, Flame. Seems like 4 Ouphe removals. Spell Pierce. No consign. Alright, no consign. How convenient is it for me to play Sagas? They just have 3 disenchants. No consign for Saga. On the play. They have Pierce and Swansong. Let's go. Keep. Point on the mul to 5. What? Ah, turn 1 Emery. Flip might, let's go. No might, unlucky opponent. Really unlucky. Ah. Guess that's annoying. But villain is on 1 card. And I guess that means no spell piece for Scapeshift. I would like to draw Explore. I think that's the best draw. Blue, colorless, another Emery, so they probably have a Breach in hand. Oh no, they just wanted to mulligan their top card. Spelunka is pretty good as well. Can I do anything funny this turn though? Doesn't seem like it. Next turn I just win. Mox Opal. Make construct. 2 mana up. What are you planning to spend your mana on? What are they considering breaching and then change their mind? I don't think they had any 2 mana interactions. They did play Mox Opal over a Vicious Bubble for some reason. Trying to nature claim in response to copy. Maybe? They had a Swan Song last game. Spell piece already used, so. Well, I'm not gonna wait. I will cast my Scapeshift. I just wonder how, chat. And what land to play. But we are certainly not waiting. If I copy Amulet, spending blue, I have green and colorless. They kill the Amulet. To which I only Scapeshift with 2 lands. That's not good. If I play Gruul Turf, I Scapeshift with 3 lands, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 mana. Seems like that's the best. How good is playing 1 TOS and Scapeshifting with 1 Amulet 4 lands? If I play the TOS, I can't sack the TOS. I need the TOS. We have 2 claims. It's gonna be pretty horrible, but Boseiju is fine. Or they hold 2 mana for Boseiju, but they only needed 1. It's kind of funny to kill this Amulet now. With Boseiju, I just get an extra land. But do you have a claim as well? No nie, kurwa mać, no. Co za typ. O Jezus. Not over yet though. Vestige so you can transmute? No. Would rather bog them. They can't use Emery and they're actually top decking. Unfortunately, they get to Surveil and they Surveil away bad draw, so. Might just draw something good still. Blue, blue, red. Flame of Honor, draw 2. Cool. Oracle out. That's true, actually. Did they have Grape Shot? Game 2, they probably did. I wasn't paying attention. Win next turn. Chat, I don't win next turn. I summon a Titan. I think I would prefer to. Like. I could have transmuted, yes, but I wanted to get Barrow Downs. Kurwa bobla, dobra i tak, no to na chuj mi ten Barrow Downs jebany, nie? Na co to kurwa komu gówno? What's better? To get Ouphe or Titan next turn? Let's get Ouphe. You have Tamiya to rebuy the flame. How do they flip Tamiya? Top deck another flame, then yeah, that's true, they do. They did kind of stop boarding in consigns, I guess, out of respect to Ouphe, and I think their post-board deck is better now. In general. I think I've been losing more and more against Breach lately. No, they had only one bubble. Fails to find? How come? Breeding pool. Steam vents, makes sense. Let's proceed to draw trade lands for 5 more turns and die to the construct. I guess it doesn't even take this many turns. Emery, I guess, sure, cool. Melee might. 7 and 8 next turn, so if I draw a Titan I need to jump. No, dobra. What a game. We got ruined. Makes sense that they returned the Mox Opal and then played the Stomping Ground. They did actually have 2 interactions. I think I missed Boseiju when I was looking at their deck. But it's pretty common for them to play Boseiju. I missed the Boseiju being there. MKC, Domain Zoo. Hand is a bit too weak, just 1 Saga, so we get an Amulet, but it dies. Not really something I want to keep, so I'll mulligan. On 6. I can just keep and try to top deck an Amulet. How often do I miss green mana with 4 Vestiges? Sometimes, occasionally. Occasionally it's awkward, but it's pretty rare, I think. And the upside, I think, outweighs the downside. Okay, we get to copy District, that's nice. Ideally, I just draw Spelunking. Explore. So I guess Explore first, then Surveil. Oh, I wish I Surveil the Grazer. Boseiju. Oh, well, am I aiming for a 6 mana Titan, just like that? I guess. This does look like a Zoo opening, and against Zoo, it's one of the few matchups where that could work. But really, really rough to draw the second Grazer here. It's a really bad card in this end. This is actually Storm. This is not it's a Domain Zoo. Holy shit, this is so funny that I looked at my opponent's first turn. I thought it's maybe Domain Zoo, but it actually was Storm. Seems like I can't win because my top deck is bad. So I guess to win, if they fizzle, I have to Summoner's Pact, top deck Spelunking into a bounce land. If they fizzle, of course, which is not particularly likely. Ral, more like Lamau. Barczek, that's crazy. I think I actually can understand how you would like to play. Why you would like to play Saga and Breach? It actually is useful in many spots. Has upsides and downsides. It certainly makes sense to me to not play 4. It's like pretty weird to just mindlessly play 4. Oh, but don't we worry. I have 4 Scapeshifts main deck, so I get to just mulligan into hands that win on turn 3 against Storm extremely consistently. Is good, chat. It's not good, TBF. It's good, bro. Why not concede? Well, if I concede, you'll see me play Talos Principle 2 for a longer time. What's my line of Scapeshift here? Well, here I'm dying, it's my opponent's turn. But in general, Scapeshift is good. Helps you win after mulliganing to a low amount of cards. I don't know if you're asking in general or in this particular spot, but of course here, to win, assuming my opponent had fizzled, which they're not doing, I would upkeep Summoner Spite, grab anything, top deck Spelunking into bounce lands, make 4 mana Scapeshift with 4 lands. I know my top card is a Boseiju because I scried a Boseiju because I didn't realize my opponent was playing Storm. They just played a Commercial District and scried an Elegant Parlor into their graveyard, so... And the bot said they played Zoo the last time, so I just assumed it's gonna be Zoo. And I guess I should probably figure that Zoo wouldn't play Commercial District and Elegant Parlor. So... Should probably realize that. Yeah, upon further inspection, it does not really sound like Zoo. What do I cut? Probably don't need Mr. Beast. I think Force of Vigor is not a good interaction now. You have to pitch, it only hits there. One of their things. I guess like Dismember. This is their turn 3 kill. Could bug Explore, honestly. Or Boseiju. I mean, neither of those cards is useful without the other, so it doesn't really matter. This cannot improve to a turn 2 win with either. Neither, so it's just gonna be turn 3, that's it. After winning twice against Storm on Saturday, I can give you a bit of advice, Mr. Streamer. Try not to play against Storm. I have no idea how I managed to win. Well, I know how to win against Storm, it's just not very likely to happen. You mulligan to turn 3 kills and you kill them before they kill you, but they kill on turn 2 more often than you do, I think. And sometimes they interact as well. Rytuał. No i widzisz, na chuj się starać, nie? Jakby jak gdzie ma wypierdolone jaja w ciebie i zaczyna nakurwiać te spele od tury drugiej, bo co essa, nie? How is it that their deck is 40% win rate when it literally wins turn 2 both turns of the game? That's just crazy. It's the biggest mystery of today's life. Q variants. Yeah, but there's no variants. They just always kill me on turn 2. Both games of the match, they don't care. They just ritual, ritual, cast random shit, win. When I play Storm, it balances out this performance. Thank you for doing your part. Questing Druid, a great card against Titan. Makes sense that it's in their deck. They always have it, never whiff. Deck is insane. Yeah, you get it. Ghoul looking ass. Maybe they fizzle actually. Okay, if Past in Flames. Maybe they fizzle, says Canister, kurwa debilu, nie? W łeb się jebnij. Maybe they fizzle. Well, so we balanced out my nice 2-2 start. Canister says they always have it after being up a game. No, I died on turn 2 twice. And seems maybe not quite excellent, but definitely one I'm happy to keep. We've got a Scapeshift, which we can win with. We've got Hanweir Battlements opening hand. We've got Crumbling Vestige, which, as I said, never comes up, right? The problem of running out of green mana and not being able to cast the rest of your green spells never comes up, right? How about grabbing a bounce land? Does his hand beat Storm? It does not really do that easily. I get lucky next turn, maybe, but not necessarily. Much easier to beat in Danthatrium. Although Mr. Kavu can be a challenge. Holy shit, Son of Draco. I'll grab a Simic Grove Chamber. Guess I just need a second amulet to win this turn. We'll be lacking green otherwise, right? Urza's Cave. Ej, góral, uczy ci nie żul. 4, 5. I'm trying to think if I can do something funny with Urza's Cave, but I don't really think so. I don't think it really adds up to anything. I could play the Grazer. That's a second amulet. On the next turn only though. Seems relatively free to explore again. Play Gardens and copy. Thank you for the raid. Is that true hero? Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Kani stream. I hope you had a good challenge. Here I'll take 4 and I guess next turn I'll play Urza's Cave, get a bounce land. Probably use Grazer as well and then Scapeshift. Maybe I can even beat Stubborn Denial if I produce enough mana, right? Well, maybe like if I produce enough mana I can even beat Stubborn Denial. provided they don't add another monster. Worth keeping in mind. Oj, Buka spadła. Scion of Draco, keeping a blue, scary. Buka seems to be doing great. Giga fine. Recovered fully from her teeth extraction. And now she is just kind of teethless, but she's good. How old is she? I think around 6. 6 years old. What is this version of the song? Neil Chicherega, makes sense. True Mr. Beast, so I guess I can beat Someone in the Nile. Those decks sometimes play mainly consign now, though. I think Someone in the Nile sounds more real. I guess you can look at their deck. It's more of a traditional, or is it a Thruel build? So last time they played no stab, just consign. Guess I'm Scapeshifting then. I'm ignoring Mr. Beast. Seems like they just have 6th. Is it that they have nothing? T-West, Chambert, Shifting Woodland, Lotus Field. Can go to Yemen. Which land in the deck is Yemen? Probably Shifting Woodland? Because the full exchanges, I can't go to Yemen, I'm an analyst. And you say get on the plane, so you just analyst, you sacrifice him, and then he gets on the plane being Shifting Woodland, and he just flies around. That's one interpretation. So against the consign spam deck, let's board out the consignable cards. This is a reference to a quite old by now ad for a TV show, Jack Ryan, which was what often played when you turned your Twitch. That ad played. I have 64 cards for this matchup, that's too many. Kind of want to trim a pact, it's not really good to draw. Guess that's just too many GSZs, but let's go with 62. And during that ad, there was a line where one character said that they are an analyst and that they cannot get on the, they can't go to Yemen, and the other character forced them onto the plane and said, get on the plane. Jim Office was the analyst who went to Yemen. That's crazy. And probably true. Let's play Grazer before I can't play it anymore. And let's not play Amulet into a consign. I fetched an Indanthratrium and pass with 2 mana, so probably a Doorkeeper Truul awaits me in my future. So my second Grazer is pretty useless. Play the Amulet now. Not sure if that was the best sequence because I ended up with Grove Chamber in play. If I get Consign instead of getting Thralled, then that's a problem. But the Consign would not disappear, they would still have the Consign next turn, so... Holy shit, evening Carnegie, welcome, Jean-Julien. Glad to see you there watching the stream. Gym Office. Is that really the same guy? That's crazy. Buka. Buka wanted to get out. I cast Green Sun's Zenith. X equals 3. You won't believe what enters play next. White. Doorkeeper Thrall. Omega Lul. I play Lotus Field, I trigger my Tireless Tracker. You saw the source material for the analyst meme. I will be quoting that a lot more now. Very good. Got opponent's ass, yeah. Oh no. They bolt my tracker. This is the second time that happened. This is the second time my tracker got bolted, chat. Could have gotten a 6, but then I would have no clue, so we cannot afford to have no clue. Territorial Kavu. Keeping up white, so probably on binding. I play Titan with no abilities. Which means that now a bounce land, I guess, doesn't do much, but a Boseiju also doesn't do much because the Titan doesn't trigger. Doorkeeper Throw, quite annoying, I have to admit. Although, no binding EOT. Was that a bait? Or rather, a bluff? They could have pretended to have a consign or a binding. Okay, they have binding. Is for Doorkeeper Thrall for consign flash control the worst matchup for Amulet? Zoo, not really, but control is probably pretty horrible. This can be annoying at times, but at least half the time you cast Scapeshift and you don't care. Let's get a Titan again. Maybe they won't have a second binding. somehow. I don't know if I should bring Tracker if they keep Bolt routinely. Tracker is pretty good against Gruul. Clueless? No, we're not clueless. Opponent is clueless. We have a clue token ×1. Everything is as it should be. 6-drop with no immediate impact. What a crappy card. Literally Colossal Dreadmaw. More Kavu. No attack is great for me. Seems hard to lose now. Well, that's a draw. It's not that great, right? Actually. Well, I guess I can do all that much. The attack, I trade for a Kavu because it's double block with a Kavu and I get the Titan free. Which I can crack a clue as well. Oops, I meant to crack the clue if I draw this member. Analyst useful in the future. Might as well play Grazer, I guess. Don't think it's gonna matter. Get on the plane. Well, next turn. Right now we can't go to Yemen for real. Vigilance, wow. Flashback Trample, wow. Get your ass back here. Primeval Titan. So somehow they're missing land drops, but also they have no good plays. So their hand has to be some flashes or stuff like that. But I would play flash over the Shion of Draco, I don't know. What's the deal with them? Hand is 3 more rules. I guess. Here I get Woodland. Or even Urza's Cave and Lotus Field. Yeah, that's better. And we assemble the loop in combat. And I bounce the blockers, I guess. Here we grab Echoing Deeps, copy Lotus Field. Choose a land card in a graveyard. I choose. It's insane how incredible Simic Growth Chamber is, and a land like this would never get printed nowadays. So we have to thank Maro from the past for not being so ruthless yet and printing cards that are cool instead of simply printing cards that are uncool only. He did as good with the surveillance, true. Well, the surveillance is just kind of strong. It's kind of cool. But it's kind of more ruthless strong than cool strong. And Simic Chamber is cool strong. I hope that distinction is understandable for you, chat. But that's basically how I view it. Although there are cool, like, there are deep gameplay interactions with surveillance, and I think they enrich the gameplay quite well. They're just kind of ruthless. You play them in fetchland decks, which is the most ruthless deck building you can perform. Where does Lotus Field lie on the cool/ruthless scale? Very cool. They printed Arid Archway, I guess. Lol, that's true. I thought about that as well when I said what I said, but I think Arid Archway wouldn't have existed if not for the foundation laid by Simic Chamber. Surveillance and Trams are both cringe. I see. Cringe as in overpowered, I guess. Like, surveillance can be cool, but also when a person has Plage and 4 cards in their graveyard, total, and they draw a fetch and they fetch Surveil without looking and escape Flash, I think that's a bit ruthless for my tastes. I think that's giga ruthless actually. That's like one of the more ruthless things you could do in a game of Magic the Gathering. Yeah, that's positive, sure, but just ruthless. It's a different scale. Be better if Scry. Actually, probably true. Like, Surveillance could be Scrylands, just fetchable. Somewhere, someone will whisper. Oops, sacrificed the wrong one. Four Titans is all I get. Your turn. The cool/ruthless scale should be used in R&D, seriously. Yeah. Sometimes cards get printed and they feel to me as if they were not properly checked for ruthlessness of the users. Nadu with pump spells, cool. Nadu with Shuko, ruthless. Type of thing. I think even Nadu with Sylvan Safekeeper is kinda cool. A little bit ruthless though. Funny that I still haven't fetched a Tolaria West. Yeah, 61 is like an average Amulet deck size as well, so makes you think. And before Settle the Wreckage, should I say that out loud myself? Because I did think about chat saying something about Settle the Wreckage when I attacked with my Titans. But I don't think I said that out loud, did I? Do I just know chat this well? Or did I say it out loud without thinking? I have no idea. Don't scare me like that. No, I play 60. Sometimes... Oh, kurwa. Well, it's not quite settled, but... Wow. I mean, alright, sure. This is like the classic. Oh, what if they have Angels, Grace? They will survive, right? They actually did. I'm not playing Dryads, so I can't kill them now. Can get 6 into play and then Tireless Tracker though. Please play Ouphe. I have Otawara for two things, so I don't worry. I wouldn't worry about that. Farewell. Nie no, ziomki, już nie udawajcie. Let's make a shit ton of clues. We should definitely play Dryad. What if our opponents have Angel's Grace? True. Solid argument. What if my opponent taps and casts 3 Tribal Flames, right? I guess I can gain 4 with Spelunking. Which I kinda want to. Sunspine Lynx. Holy shit. That's so scary. I have no more lands in my deck, so Scapeshift not so good anymore. Right. Good night, streamer. Good night, Mr. Duct Tape. I hope you're going to dream of Titan. If that's what you wish. I drew Spelunking. So I think with 4 life gained, I can just pass. Oh wow, battlefield too wide. Am I winning? I think so. Doorkeeper Thrall. Doorkeeper? I barely knew her. Without Dryad and Valakut, how do I win when my Titans get Surgical or Stonebrained? Holy shit, that's true. Well, with the rest of the cards in my deck. With the Analyst loop, perhaps. Tribal Flames on my 6. Sure. You think they have more Angel's Grace? No, Canister wins the match. What a funny card to sideboard in Angel's Grace. It kind of explains why they were keeping up wide this entire game and why they were not doing anything despite having a large amount of cards in hand. I wouldn't say they weren't particularly close, but they were not giga close. So I was saying I was reasonably proud of like the draft portion itself. The gameplay, you know, of course, was a little bit rough, and with the concession in a spot where I actually wasn't dead, that is hardly something I'm proud of. Actually, quite the opposite. Let's play Boseiju again, probably. Marsh Flats. Marsh Flats. So I have Analyst in hand. Play Chamber. Then on turn 4 I can have 6 mana and I can just fetch 4 Vestiges. But that doesn't really do anything. If I draw Spelunking or Amulet, I prefer to have Growth Chamber in hand. I think I did have a few spots in my games where I could have used a better monster than, I guess, Wellborn Tyrant. Looking back at it now. Milled over, Overlord of the Mistmoors, can't pick it up. Sad. I mean, they added a monster that's an Avatar Horror to their decks and they whiff now. I don't know how many hits they have, but... Probably fewer. Okay, well, that's a nice combo. Sort of. Holy shit, that's actually so many moves. Amulet. Yeah. I feel I should have cast Scapeshift last turn. Why? Or rather, what would you grab? Just to cast it to get Sagas. Does seem decent because I guess in 2 turns then I do get to do that. Well, now it looks a little bit too late for that, but I guess if I had done it the previous turn, I would have 2 Sagas on 2. Then if I get to 2 Amulets, Scapeshift with 2 lands. I wouldn't want to sacrifice Woodland, for sure. Putting it in the graveyard a little bit too risky when it seems like I'm going to be analysting. Wouldn't want an Emperor of Bones to exile it or a relic or whatnot. So I would have had to exchange 2 chambers for Sagas. Do I want to do that now? Opponent activates Emperor of Bones, makes 4 moves. Unless I Boseiju it. Now it seems like it doesn't matter, but I might Scapeshift for a Survey land. I'm just trying to draw an Amulet. Probably can't spend too much time thinking against white black, so I either play Boseiju or a Rot Farm. Boseijuing an Overlord. This could probably buy me a turn of life, but I guess I can't achieve that if I Scapeshift. I have 50 cards, 2, 8 and 2 looks. Guess this is the nicest way to do that. Just let them have the Overlord. I think that's my favorite. Playing against Mono Red Storm is passing against you as well. Yet it's a 40% win rate deck. Crazy shit. Relic. How annoying is Relic for me right now? It's a bit annoying. I guess if they don't ephemerate the Overlord, then I don't die next turn anyways. And if they do, I still don't die next turn. Na zdrowie, dziękuję, dziękuję. Black mana? What's that? Push, really? Tapping out of the Relic? Bro. This is to have lethal next turn, I guess. Which does make some sense, but they hadn't accounted for me luck sucking and actually drawing the Amulet of Vigor. Like I always do. Well, if they kept the Relic untapped, I would have to think a bit more about how to do it with my Scapeshift. But I probably would be fine. White Overlord is pretty common. Maquin Sauce added 1 to his deck and now people are playing it. Or 2. I guess it does have some synergy with Felia and with Emperor Boners. Do you think it would be worth to start playing a kill land again with so much grave hate going around? Not really. I don't really think so. Just doesn't really happen that I die to the Relic actually. So while there is a lot of graveyard hate, it also doesn't really matter. Cztery, 5, 6, 7. Vesuva here. Alright, doesn't matter, we have the loop. Hopefully no Solitude in my opponent's hand to not make it glacially slow, just slow. If they exile Shifting Woodland with Relic tap, do you still have the loop? I don't, but Relic lets me choose the card to exile. It doesn't target. I have to bounce so many. Time for Mr. Beast. I'm already at 16 minutes because of thinking so much about the pre-Scapeshift, surveillance Scapeshift. Well, that's tough now. Spelluna is good. Tank, just for opponent to make a mistake. It's not quite a mistake. I don't think so. Maybe it's mostly a mistake or partially a mistake. But it's not so clearly a mistake, I think. No, it was. But they were... I mean, it makes sense for them. I was doing nothing. And they actually shortened the clock, right? So... They killed me 10 earlier. I think it was not a mistake. Because I would have 2 shots at drawing something. Alright, no Solitude Gambit. Oof. How big? 14. Seems good. Seems big enough. No, it seems clearly big enough. Okay, green, green, green. Whatever, whatever. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce. Bounce haste. For no reason. Play haste. Attack with Mr. Beasts. Mr. Beast and his clone Mr. Beast. Let's restart Magic Online. Well done. Well, we have what, 12 minutes left, 13 minutes for next 2 games. Jade Kavi, thank you very much for a tier 1 sub. Appreciate it. I guess I'm gonna board in Sylvan Safekeeper without Zenith. Given how bad Zenith can be in this matchup, just... I love eating Žvir. Have you been taking Polish lessons lately? Alright, 2 more, 2 Zeniths, anti-Fozzies, smoothing the curve. Is good. 62 after all, it's barely a difference. Keep, this member is okay. I play 1 drop. Why no Saga in this matchup? They just board on Saga answers. Not that many, but enough, like, they are enough Saga answers that I just don't care to Saga. Basically, once again, it's kind of that the matchup is, I think, good enough that I can afford to drop Saga rather than feeling like I need to use it. People board in March of Otherworldly Light, sometimes even Wrath of the Skies. Do I board out Saga versus Eldrazi then? No. Eldrazi, you need speed. The matchup against Eldrazi is good, but that's because you need speed. But that's because you're faster, I guess. You're not faster without Saga. So I guess the logic is not fully that. Oh no, didn't give Shroud. I bought out Sagas against Breach too often, but that's because everybody loves to bring in consigns and Saga is weak to consign. But today we played against an opponent who just didn't board in consign and their deck was much better, and honestly it seemed like boarding out Sagas was leaving value on the table against them. White Orchid Phantom. We're gonna play the White Orchid Phantom now. March, see? Mean, sure. Let's draw a land, ideally. Or Zenith for Grazer. That tracker art is sick, I like it as well. Huge part of why I play that card, honestly. Which is very sane, I know. Really? Play the Bogart Bog? And Relic? Okay. One card left and you play the Bogart Bog? That's a bit odd. But you do you, opponent. Play Otawara. No Survey land in the graveyard, but I can copy a Godless Shine. Oh yeah, also gain 4, I actually forgot about this. Opponent touching the relic but deciding against. No time for tracker, I guess. I just get to Titan. Solitude is plausible. Let's keep up relic, or rather than, let's keep up Dismember rather than playing tracker. Would be too weak to Solitude Ephemerate or some bullshit like that. I think I don't need to be weak to that. Solitude, indeed. My Titan gets exiled. Is that March or Ketramos? Seems like March. Sure. I'm absolutely fine with a March. Scapeshift. Oh, I can get so many clues. I don't think I will, but so many clues actually. I mean, maybe I should, honestly. Probably not. Just kills them if I draw a land in the future. Vestige, so let's get back Otawara. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć, siedem, osiem, dziewięć. Sack non-forest into relic, what? I could Scapeshift and just sacrifice some of my lands, get some vestiges, and then have some clues. Seemed bad though. Let's chill, let's chill. Mycosynth. Play Mycosynth. Draw. Am I playing in Utrecht next week? I am, yes. Another Scapeshift. So now that I have two... well, that could happen. Scapeshift, draw 5. Is it the first modern legal Scapeshift to trigger your Tireless Tracker 5 times? Or do you think someone has already done this in the past? I did that 3 separate times before getting out of bed this morning. That's a truth. That's true. It's just so true. We need Urza now. Urza Saga wouldn't be too bad this game, but I'm winning anyway, so it's also unnecessary. I'll Boseiju, the Balemurk Overlord. 4 mana. March again. Reap. Wrath of the Skies X0. No! Is it better to dismember this or Boseiju this? Let's say Boseiju. It's a bit close, I don't know. I can use Boseiju to kill Relic, I can use Dismember to kill Ketramos. They don't currently have. Five mana? Co ty kurwa robisz, ziomuś? Wrath of the Skies X3. Holy shit, that's actually Wrath of the Skies. Kills the Relic though. That's so funny. Holy shit. Another Relic. Wow. Well, I'm clueless. I'm clueless now. Somehow there is no bounce land in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jeden, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć, siedem. Maybe shouldn't have played a Spelunking. Why? Spelunking is lethal. I bounce Relic and then I Scapeshift. So that seems like a good enough reason to play the Spelunking to me. Relic, sure. Graveyard gone. It's in the name, Spelun King. Spelun Queen win. Barely any lands to fetch now. Więcej jeszcze? Dobra. Bounce this. Survel. GSZ, top. Kill, kill. Kill, kill. Is it pre-combat? Yes. So I now draw... how much mana I have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is good. Pięć, 6, yes. No, elo, elo. Right, let's speed up. We need to make a Colossus and win with it. So many dynamos? No, when I have Spelunking, I just put the lands into play untapped. I think that's the proper way to do it, so... Just at the moment of choosing is kind of unclear on Magic Online, right? But... it actually shouldn't be unclear. Spend my color last, didn't really mean to, but... Wait, 2 Mr. Beasts? Cancer wins the match. Right, was a bit of... I mean, I wasn't really sweating time-wise. The March of the Wrath of the Skies versus Tireless Tracker Scapeshift battle was kind of funny. They did keep a card in hand for a while, so it kind of makes sense that it was Wrath of the Skies. Had I used Dismember on Overlord, the extra upside would have been that I also would have been able to crack another clue to draw more cards, so maybe I should have thought about Wrath of the Skies more so than I did, but... Currently playing Coert. Well, hand is excellent except for not being keepable. This one? Oh, seems good. I guess I can put back the Pact. Or Grazer. Pact can be Grazer. If needed. Spelunking redraw, so if I just draw a green land, I can just redraw. Get to 4 lands maybe with Urza Escape, yeah. Opponent mulligans to 5. Makes sense. I guess it doesn't make sense in general, but yeah. Good for me. I think I prefer keeping Spelunking over Grazer because it's just more resources to work with. Drew Woodland. I think I play Amulet. Marsh Floods is probably white black. They sometimes play Prismatic Ending, but Prismatic Ending means no 2-drop. And then I just play Spelunking on 3 still in that scenario. So I don't think there is a reasonable reason to save. I don't think there's a reasonable argument to save Amulet in hand. Yeah. Well, yeah. Oof, oof. Flicker Wisp. Well, they can do some funny stuff. Oh, Flicker your Surveillance. I guess you like, yeah, that happens on attack. You want to eat my land or my Amulet. You Flicker Wisp and then it eats my... Probably Amulet end of turn. I'll just have to let this happen. Because I simply want to deploy Spelunking, draw bounce lands or whatnot. More amulets. I guess spelunking because it draws, right? Would be annoying if villain. Well, I'll have Urza's Cave in play. I was going to say that it would be annoying if villain would play a Witch Enchanter, kill both of my Amulet effects, but since I have 3, I guess it's fine. Even if they do that and they kill both of my amulets, I untap in a cave for bounce land, pick up Vestige, play Vestige, 4 mana Scapeshift. With Titan and Pact in hand, should be. Well, should be. It is plenty game winning. Wow. Classy. Not even bothering to attack with the Flicker Wisp. Bogart Troller. Imagine playing 3-1 monsters with no text. Urza's Cave. O kurwa, on przeciwnik wie wszystko. I didn't even think of that. They get an extra turn then. Good play. But they cannot do that for the second time. Emperor of Bones. They have 10, 13 damage. So I guess now they have Flicker Wisp, instant speed. Shouldn't be a problem, but maybe it is. They target the cave, that's fine. Because I fetch a bounce land. I just get back the Vestige. So opponent makes the other flicker, creates the other Flicker Wisp, gets my Chamber. I guess I can get my Woodland. They grab my Woodland is actually worse for me, but technically only, well, on Magic Online it is much worse for me, but like in my end step I can infinitely bounce everything they have and strip them down to basics. Pretty impressive Flicker Wisp maneuvers from the villain, but I guess they did move to 5. Had to deploy Bogart Troller on an early turn of the game, and Lotus Field, I don't know, bounce land. Not untapped. Whoops, misstacked. Whatever. Actually, I want more lands in my hand for Mr. Beast. Doesn't matter. No Lumra. Lumra is taking a vacation. They flicker woodlands there. How do you kill here? I just make a huge Mr. Beast. But I probably time out realistically. Because the woodlands still comes back at my end step. So at my end step I do get access to the analyst loop. The problem being is that that happens on my end step, so I would need to Otawara all of my opponent's relevant creatures, which I guess I would do that in time. But yeah, like I don't kill, I can't make infinite titans because I can't loop woodland, but I can infinite Otawara Boseiju in my end step. And any point afterwards, right? On paper it would be no issue, on modo it is an issue. A tiny bit of an issue. Green, green, green. I'll Scapeshift for many bounce lands. Add red for haste. Haste Titan. Return. 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 So much clicking. Yeah, playing an Amulet Titan challenge in 2025, it's indeed a challenge in endurance and clicking prowess. It's not nothing. It's not for the faint of heart. At least they have one card in hand only, so I know they can't. Solitude me. Oops, stopped my woodland. Size check. 17, not enough. Well blocked opponent. Let's board the usual way. It seemed to have worked so far. I don't know about Sylvan Safekeeper just yet. It might be actually a little bit of a trap. Imagine bouncing Flickerus instead of Emperor and a Solitude. That would suck. Yeah. I did not really have that in my mind, I have to admit. I did not really think of that, so I'm glad it hasn't happened. Holy guacamole, it's 11 PM already. Tomorrow, only one stream, chat. Only one stream tomorrow. 2 streams, too many. But I'll play the 3 PM Modern Challenge. Could play with Breach, but playing a new deck requires more mental focus, which I'm not sure I'll be able to extend. We'll see. Hand looks pretty good. Can be a turn to kill if I draw a bounce land. Not playing Soul Trader combo. I think Soul Trader combo doesn't quite cut it, unfortunately. Firefly's looting probably pretty good in that deck, although maybe it's just an unplayable card nowadays. And the entire premise of discarding cards for value is kind of flawed and bad. Maybe there is no value in discarding cards. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should just keep your cards. But yeah, the Sultry combo is just a little bit weak, unfortunately. Let's play Otawara to have access to a double land still for the next turn. I don't know about 6 in games like this. 6 is useful when I Scapeshift sometimes and they crack a relic and I would want to loop, but I can't loop with... Put back Ketchamos to the graveyard. Keep relic. Makes sense, makes sense. Wide, wide, wide. Are we not Ketchamosing this turn? Flicker Wesping. Oh, I just want to kill my Amulet, that's fine. That's cute. Amulet is gone, my friend. Let's play 6, but let's keep Boseiju up. Why this Master Wisp Flickerer? Yeah. They have mastered all the ways of flickering their Wisp. So the fact that they surveil the Ketchamos to the graveyard seems to me to suggest that they likely have another one. Given that they have Relic in play, it's just so good, right, to have it. Now they're looking for land number 3, I don't even need to Boseiju or Relic, friend. Okay, another one. Guess I'll wait. 6 blocks well. Unfortunately, attacking into a 2-1 plus a 2-2 plus a 3-1 is bad, but it's good. Could have played a Lotus Field. That was probably better. I should have played a Lotus Field. That was a mistake because now I can... Yeah. Because I would be able to keep Boseiju in hand, play Titan next turn. Why didn't I do that? What should I do? Attack? Not attack? Play Titan? I think I prefer not to play Titan. Attack into Relic, slightly awkward. Dismember, backup, second attack. Milled Titan, milled Cultivator Colossus. Just lets me attack. I'll retrace the one from my graveyard. The worst thing that can happen is probably random Cyborg Reprieve, but seems just fine. Let's get 2 chambers. Get back my Boseiju and Otawara. So they have a window to play Ketchamos and enjoy a card with it, but that's fine with me. Just 1 card. Philia. Well, it's more cards now. You didn't have Philia turn before. Solitude, pitching Ketchamos, killing Titan. That's fine. Seems like they failed to draw land free still. White. White, white. White Orchid Phantom. Oh no. My Orchid has been ruined. I mean, it's actually a little bit annoying, but not too annoying. If I draw or mail Amulet or Spelunking, I think I should do some nice stuff. If opponent taps the relic, I guess I'll exile Cultivator Colossus. Mr. Beast, that is. Oh, well, that's much worse. Goodbye, Mr. Beast. That's an Analyst. Or a Tireless Tracker. Skillphilia. Probably bounce Boseiju to my hand again. So now they have 5 flying power to a 2/2. I have a Pact. Otawara, Boseiju, they crack the relic. They play Bledgebone Verge. Another relic, bro. Stop relicking my graveyard so much. It hurts. Scapeshift. Don't think I can do anything with it. But I'll just fetch Tracker. I think it's better than a second Titan here. But probably isn't, because 2 Titans is 12 damage attacking. I can probably just kill my opponent. Yeah, well, it wasn't better, but it's nicer. Mirrorpool. Bounce land. Right, I had 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 mana, so I could just haste on their Titan. They have to jump with this, they go to 2 life. Yeah. This was not a spot for Tracker actually, but I was like, holy shit, so many clues. I need to get them now. Have I considered Ketamine Moose in Titan too? No. Is that a joke? It doesn't really fit the deck, right? Doesn't really accomplish all that much in the deck. Ketramos is cool and pretty strong, but it's just kind of so fair. At least against Titan. I guess it is not so fair against other decks like Energy or whatnot. It's a bit strong there. A bit stronger. But it seems like we finished the challenge with a 5-2 record. Breakers way too bad to top 8, so that's it. Lost to Breach because Breach is OP. And lost to Storm because Storm is also OP.